Welcome to K-Zone. Today, we will share about mysterious monsters, unveiling the Vietnam War's hidden truths. Let's start. In the annals of history, the Vietnam War is renowned for its complexity and brutality, a conflict that forever altered the course of American and Vietnamese history. Yet, amid the well-documented battles and struggles of the era, there exist stories that defy explanation, tales of soldiers encountering mysterious monsters in the unforgiving jungles of Vietnam. These accounts, whispered among veterans and cryptid enthusiasts, remain shrouded in secrecy and ambiguity, obscured by the fog of war and a veil of government secrecy. The Vietnam War, which raged from 1955 to 1975, was a crucible of violence and chaos, where young men were thrust into a nightmarish landscape of guerrilla warfare, monsoon rains, and dense, oppressive jungles. Amid this backdrop, stories began to emerge of inexplicable encounters with creatures that defied categorization. One such account emerged from a group of soldiers stationed near the Laotian border. Their mission was to patrol a remote section of the Ho Chi Minh Trail, the vital artery supplying North Vietnamese troops. In the quiet of the night, as they lay hidden in their concealed positions, they reported eerie sounds echoing through the dense foliage. Whispers of voices in an unknown language floated through the darkness, sending shivers down their spines. Suddenly, grotesque figures emerged from the shadows. These beings, if they could be called that, stood about 6 feet tall, with elongated limbs, hunched backs, and skin the color of damp clay. Their eyes gleamed with a malevolent intelligence. The soldiers described them as neither human nor animal, their forms defying all known biology. The soldiers opened fire, and the night was filled with the sounds of bullets tearing through the underbrush. However, the creatures, unfazed by the onslaught, retreated into the jungle, leaving the soldiers shaken and bewildered. In the days that followed, the soldiers were debriefed by military intelligence officers, their accounts dismissed as hallucinations or symptoms of stress. Their weapons were confiscated, and they were subjected to psychological evaluations, leading many to speculate that their superiors were concealing the truth. Another tale of strange encounters took place near a remote village in the heart of the war-torn country. A squad of American soldiers was on a routine reconnaissance mission when they stumbled upon a village devoid of life, a place frozen in time. Abandoned houses stood as silent witnesses to the chaos that had driven away its inhabitants. As the soldiers explored the eerily quiet village, they heard a distant rumble, like thunder but without a storm in sight. The ground trembled beneath their feet, and a feeling of dread washed over them. Emerging from the thickets at the village's edge were colossal, bipedal creatures, towering at over 10 feet in height. Covered in matted fur, their eyes glowed with a fierce, otherworldly intelligence. The soldiers opened fire, unloading their weapons at the imposing creatures. The air was filled with dust, smoke, and the deafening roar of automatic rifles. But the bullets had no effect. The towering beings approached steadily, and one by one, the soldiers were overpowered and rendered unconscious by an unknown force. When the soldiers regained consciousness, they found themselves back at their base, injured but alive. Their commanding officers claimed they had been ambushed by enemy forces, though the soldiers knew the truth was far stranger. A chilling silence had fallen over the incident, and the soldiers were warned never to speak of it again. These accounts are not isolated incidents. Stories of inexplicable encounters with mysterious monsters during the Vietnam War have circulated among veterans and researchers for decades. Some suggest that the monsters were supernatural entities, guardians of the jungle, while others speculate about extraterrestrial involvement. One theory even suggests that the creatures might be the result of covert genetic experiments conducted by either side of the conflict. The jungles of Vietnam provided an ideal cover for such experiments, where secrecy could be maintained in the midst of the war. The truth about these mysterious encounters remains buried beneath layers of secrecy and government denial. Soldiers who witnessed these events were sworn to silence, their accounts marginalized or discredited. Over the years, many of these veterans have passed away, their stories fading into the annals of unexplained phenomena. As with many mysteries of history, the truth may never be fully known. The Vietnam War was a chaotic and brutal chapter in the annals of human conflict, and within its darkness, stories of inexplicable encounters with mysterious monsters remain a testament to the enigmatic and uncharted territory that still exists within the pages of our history. Whether these stories are products of stress, fear, or something more otherworldly, they endure as a reminder that even in the most harrowing of circumstances, the unknown can still lurk in the shadows, waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching. Don't forget like, share and subscribe.